Assalamualaikum and a very good day to our lecturer and my fellow peers. My name is Khadijah Binti Hisham, 8214328. Today, I will persuade you to stop expecting only women to do housework in Malay families. Now, I want you to imagine a normal evening in a typical Malay household. Dinner is over and the family moves to the living room to relax and watch TV after a long tiring day. But let me ask you, where is your mother right now? She is probably still in the kitchen, washing dishes, wiping tables, and starting a whole second shift of unpaid manual labor. She worked the exact same 9 to 5 job as everyone else that day. Yet, as a society, we often mistake her deep exhaustion for mere tradition. When did we decide that in our home, a woman's love is measured by how many of the chores she carries entirely alone? As a community that deeply values family ties and mutual respect, this is not just a minor issue. It is a family crisis that limits our collective happiness and stops us from building truly supportive homes. As a daughter, I see the silent exhaustion of the women in my family every single day. I see the unfair gap between the rest of my siblings' enjoy and the endless loop of chores my mother has to do. It breaks my heart to see how these heavy expectations hurt the people we love the most. In order to really understand why we must change this cultural mindset, I will first discuss the severe physical and emotional burnout our women face today. Then, I will share the beautiful benefits of breaking this cycle, like stronger family bonds and happier marriage. And finally, I will give you a concrete and simple solution, a fair shared division of labor right inside our homes. My central message today is clear, which is unequal housework causes severe burnout, but shifting toward a shared division of labor strengthens our families through collaborative teamwork. Now, let us look closer at the actual problem. How exactly is this heavy burden causing real burnout for modern women? The core issue is that traditional and cultural expectations in Malay families force women to do almost all the chores, leading to absolute exhaustion. Today, working women face what researchers call as a second shift. They finish their professional 9 to 5 job only to come home and immediately start cooking and cleaning. On top of that, highly educated and professional women struggle with intense guilt. They feel like they are failing if their house is not perfectly clean, all because of deep-seated cultural sayings we have heard since childhood, like a woman's place is in the kitchen. Professional mothers also are constantly stressed, trying to be the perfect worker and the perfect housewife at the exact same time. Now, since we understand the heavy toll this takes on women, let's look at the bright side and examine the incredible benefits that come when a family decides to change this dynamic. Sharing housework doesn't just help women, it makes the entire family unit stronger and closer. When a woman feels genuinely supported by her family, her levels of anxiety and depression drop significantly. This leads to a much more peaceful, stable, and happy marriage for everyone in the house. A fair household also empowers women to maintain their confidence and personal security. But most importantly, when parents proactively share the load, they model fairness for their children. They show the next generation that a real home is built on partnership and teamwork, not rigid gender roles. It is completely clear that sharing the load makes everyone happier, but how do we actually achieve this? Let's look at the simple solutions that families can implement starting today. The ultimate solution is for families to move towards shared responsibility where chores are viewed as household duties, not just women's work. First, couples need to act as a team rather than sticking to outdated breadwinner role. Second, men must take proactive initiative. This means doing the dishes of helping with childcare automatically without being asked, instead of just acting as a temporary backup when the wife is already completely exhausted. Finally, we can use our beautiful religious values of kindness and respect to view domestic help as a major source of pahala and a sincere expression of love for our families. Ultimately, by looking at the problems, solutions, and benefits, it is obvious that this is not just about who washes the plates. It is a basic expression of structural respect and love within our homes. To recap, we have already identified how unequal housework drains a woman's physical and emotional well-being. We prove that a balanced household yields stronger family bonds, and we also examine the solution, which simply requires families to operate as a collaborative team to share domestic responsibility fairly. Now, I urge every single one of us today to finally drop the outdated expectation that keeping home running is solely a woman's job. Just look at the 60,000 Malay house husbands across Malaysia who are already rewriting the rules today. They are the living proof that taking care of your household does not take away your identity as a Muslim man. Instead, it redefines what it means to be a true supportive partner. Our faith does not call for men to be a passive bystanders at home. It encourages domestic life as a deeply shared partnership. So, to every husband, brother, and a son, stop treating the home as a woman's domain. Stop helping out as a favor and start owning it as a permanent and joint responsibility. In our culture, we always say that heaven lies at the feet of the mother. But if we truly believe those beautiful words, we need to stop making her walk on a floor she had to scrub all by herself. Let's bring true fairness back into our modern homes and show our love through our daily actions, not just our words. Thank you. That's all from me.